Somebody should have told Cedric to work on them fucking candy bars he was goddamn spinning. And the rest of you motherfuckers.
You, Honey Clark.
Name Honey.
Go blah.
We in the field, bro, they never needed your clout. Not when you got honey all in your mouth. Boss play again for the bars, a shame. Gotta deal with these wannabe lames. Little tops think that they on top. That's the bullshit that we gon' stop. How you atheist when they high as you got? ChatGPT got your eye being fraud. The entire Barbie loaded will check your shit. With your false quotes and fake ass wins. Your entire group is weak as fuck. We show up and tails get touched. You making songs again, you got time. You should be reading out trying to rhyme. Please save your ChatGPT. Are you about to start praising deep sea? You talk a lot of shit you can't back up. You got no sources, it's all fake, but niggas want me to be on they dick, but they don't even know Homo sapiens exist. I've been crew trying to be tough. You always fail cause you fake as fuck. The end of you looks up to us. The end of you looks up to us. Y'all hating this cat for real. Y'all wanna be down with the team, but ain't nobody down with the lingo. We don't like weak shit, nigga, we picked up. Barbarian energy, we got it. Try it alone or together, we bout it. Y'all know research never shot it. That's why you weak niggas getting bodied. You bitches is big mad. Hate all you want, but I eat that. Alchemist real got big bag. Do what you need to compete, but I won't say it's all me. I got a team that stand on next to me, don't lag. Smoke out packs and bring heads back. Sharpen off so to stay intact. Play on your top like you do your chat. You see we don't read, you should take that back. The bar was low, they got no mercy for the dumbass niggas who false flag. Pseudo intellectual dash you. Come with the shit if you want to. We're not equal, you are our fool. We can't be equal, you are our fool. Listen up, this nigga talking shit, but shopping at the base for less. Make his team look stupid, but they like that shit, I guess.
Go blah.
Let me just go. Ask that hoe on Facebook. She right. Y'all hating this cat for real. Y'all wanna be down with the team, but ain't nobody down with the lingo. We don't like weak shit, nigga, we picked up. Barbarian energy, we got it. Try it alone or together, we bout it. Y'all know research never shot it. That's why you weak niggas getting bodied. Y'all hating this cat for real. Y'all wanna be down with the team, but ain't nobody down with the lingo. We don't like weak shit, nigga, we picked up. Barbarian energy, we got it. Try it alone or together, we bout it. Y'all know research never shot it. That's why you weak niggas getting bodied. There you go, a soft ass song for a soft ass pseudos. All you motherfuckers. Have a good day. What's up? How y'all doing? How you doing? Impromptu show. Well, I'm about to go to work, baby. So don't get it twisted. Anyway, let's talk about something about judging, right? And I'm not talking about judging. I'm not talking about judging people, right? I'm talking about judging debates. Because we have somebody named Josh Shub who has extreme bias for a sucky ass debater named Cedric. Now, the first time I ever saw Cedric debate was against JJ actually. And that's why I voted for JJ, because he sucked. Not only did he just suck at proving his point, he just kept yelling about JJ during debate and saying, "Oh, the consent, but the consent, the content, the content." What the fuck is that? I don't know. I don't know why. Could you tell me why that's the consensus? No, you can't, because you do no research. You do no research. You do no reading. I don't think you know how to, right? And so you think that if you choose a topic that most people are going to already agree with, like Unc does that too, where it's like, well, you should just agree because of the topic. Who cares how I debate in it? Who cares what I prove in it, right? The topic itself should tell you who wins. That's not how anybody should be judging a debate ever, right? It should never be the topic or the person, right? That shouldn't be what wins the debate. What wins the debate should be the information brought to the debate. That's what should be winning the debate. So, do I have a problem with the judges of this certain platform? Absolutely, I do. Right? And guess what? I'm debating on that platform. Right? But I do have a problem. I don't like the way they judge.
I don't like it. There is no way to know that they listened at all. They changed all the usernames. I think that's so cool. I don't know, but they changed. Yeah, they changed everybody's username to their ats. So my thing is, I don't think that their judges judge well, right? And because we don't see a rubric of how they're judging, I'm going to continue to say the judges just don't judge well. Also, even though they say that they put in like this long, extensive thing about why they judge the way they judge, um, I don't see that. Right? What I see is the judgment. So to me, I feel like they suck because I don't know that you understood what both people were saying and just disagreed. I 100%. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I figured as you a goon from your picture. But yeah, so like this is my thing. I can 100%. I'm not saying judges should just judge the way I want them to or judge the way I think. Of course not. I'm gonna disagree with people all the time. Yeah, you can watch last night's debate. I'll put it back in the chat. But my thing is if I get a judgment and it says, hey, person A had this side, they tried to prove it with this information, and I don't think they proved it. I don't think that they basically gave enough evidence to support their claim. I could take that judgment, right? This person B was trying to do this. They went with this was their premise, right? This is how they tried to prove that. And I feel like they proved that. And as well, they attacked the other person's claim and they didn't have a rebuttal for that. I can 100% go with that. What I can't go with is just a generic, oh, this person did good. Yeah, they motherfucking yeah, they did they thing in this debate. They really came with some stuff. I'm gonna go with person B. I'm gonna go with person A. What is that? That's not the way I would accept any kind of judgments because I want to know that you listened, you understood, and you disagreed. I can 100% go with that. If you listened, you understood this the thing, and you're like, but you know, I just the stuff you use to back it up, this, and this was countered by by the other person, and you didn't really have anything to say back to that. This was the 100% can go with that. I understand that. Yeah, if we just disagree in what we believed was supporting evidence and what we was like, hey, this really backed that up. Well, I don't see that. Well, I feel like, I was looking for this, I was looking for that, and that didn't come. I 100% can go with that. I don't have to agree with you to understand that you were looking for something that you didn't get in this debate. That when they came with this premise, you were looking for XYZ to back that up because this is what they said in their intro and they didn't provide that. 100% can hear that. But I can't hear a generic, just all around, oh man, this person, they really came with great info. This person, yeah, they really came. They did their thing. Okay, I'm just gonna go with A1, C1. What is that? That makes no sense to me, right? So when this man Joshua said, well, you voted for JJ in a debate. Yes, I did, because JJ came and said, I'm trying to prove this. He came with all these different things to try to prove that. Not only did Cedric not rebuttal any of it, he laughed and scoffed at it. He thought that it was like, oh, people just shouldn't believe that. No, this is a debate. I'm judging you on this debate. I'm judging on what you're bringing to this debate, not my foreknowledge, not what I've researched, not what I know, but what you're presenting here and what you're bringing to the table, right? And although multiple people and other judges felt like he dropped the ball, Some people don't want to judge for somebody because it's them. They don't want to judge for somebody because it's, I just can't give this person a win, or I just can't do this, or well, people are going to look at me crazy if I vote for that person, or well, I'm going to have to defend what I said to vote for that. I don't give a damn. If you did not do what you were supposed to do in this debate and you did not bring it, you should not get the judgment. I don't care what I know or what I believe about the subject. I'm not judging my motherfucking brain. I'm judging what you brought here. I'm judging what you debated and how you debated. And the crazy thing is that debate was reviewed by many, 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 many people. And they all had the same critiques. Right? Oh no. Cedric been sucked. He sucks as a debater. Right? Why does he suck as a debater? He does not read. He does not know shit, right? And everything else. And everybody who watched this debate said the same shit. They just all didn't want to judge for JJ. They all felt like, but he came with some pseudo points, but he came with this, that, and the other. Cool. It should have been countered. It should have been countered. That's the problem that I had with Unc before, when it was when he was talking about Apollo versus Michael Everett, who's no longer debating anymore because he lost, right? So when it was Apollo versus Michael Everett, it was that Apollo is trying to be a sovereign citizen, and he's trying to do this, and this. Except that Apollo's not a sovereign citizen. He does not push that at all. He wasn't even debating that. But for whatever reason, he lost because of sovereign citizenship that he wasn't even talking about. Make it make sense, right? So that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying here is that I can 100% agree with a judge who says, I was looking for you to bring this and you didn't. I was looking for you to support this and you didn't. And even with the stuff that you brought, it didn't convince me. I can 100% go with that, because even if it convinced me, you didn't convince them. But I at least know that they knew your premise and they weren't convinced. But when somebody just says, oh my God, this person, they did great. They brought all the evidence. They did all of this stuff. But, I just really like how this other person presented. So I'm going to just go with them. They brought all the evidence about what? They had all the information. How? They did good because of what? Like what? Like, you know what I'm saying? You're saying that the loser did well, but why? You're saying that the winner won. Okay. Why? Like, what edged you out? What did this, right? Because once you can understand that, you can see what the judges were even looking for, right? So once again, people like Sean P, who was in the comments sounding stupid, that's what I'm saying. Niggas don't listen. They don't want to listen. It's that either it's that thing called misogyny and sexism or what, but they don't want to listen because they want to feel like, but I like this person. So instead of listening to what you're saying, I'm going to listen to nothing, right? I'm going to listen to nothing. I'm not going to listen to what you're talking about. You're talking about a debate. I'm not talking about anything that was in the debate. I'm not talking about a debate topic. I'm talking about judges. I'm talking about judges and judging, and what I'm looking for when somebody's telling me that they are rendering a judgment. Right? So I don't give a fuck if the topic was apples and oranges. Okay? The judge should be saying, your premise was oranges are better because of XYZ. And you did not listen. People don't want to listen. So oranges are better because of XYZ. Right? That's what you said in your intro. That's what you said in your premise. And you did not support XYZ with the judges, right? So you didn't support none of that shit that you said in your premise, honey. So this is the reason why I don't want to judge for you. This is the reason why I'm going for the other person, right? Because when they said that apples was better because of this, and this, they proved that apples was better because of this, and this. You did not prove your point. I could be like, I disagree, but I will accept that judgment because you told me that he said this, you were looking for that, and he didn't give that, right? So regardless if I would have the same judgment or not, I can accept that because you're just saying, hey, I heard what you said. It didn't convince me, right? Now, if you're talking about you just want to overall give a general judgment and think that I feel like you actually listened to this and understood it, I don't. I don't. And so that's why I'm saying I feel like the judges themselves suck. Because at this point, if you're debating on this platform, you don't know what the fuck the judges are looking for. Because they've never given a comprehensive judgment to tell you. Never. You've never ever heard a comprehensive judgment to say, you know, well, I was looking for this. I was looking for that breakdown. I was looking for the why here. Okay, well, you brought this, but then why did that scholar say that, right? Why is this? I'm looking for whatever the fuck it is that you're looking for whatever reason, we will never know. We will never know what judges are looking for because they every single time give a generic judgment, right? So actually, if you want to know why I'm doing this, I can bring up the back chat and show it, right? Because I didn't wake up crying. Joshua woke up crying. And because Joshua woke up crying, now you're trying to tell me because I'm responding to him that I'm crying. This is what I'm saying about niggas who just come in and think they know something. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But hey, listen, this is also another thing that I have to talk about. The fact that the niggas back here, for whatever reason, constantly want to discount the women back here as if we're not as if we don't bring information and as if we don't know what we're talking about because we're not agreeing with them. And you don't even want to hear what I'm saying. You want to think you know what I'm saying, right? Without even listening to what I'm saying. So that's where the issue is. People like you. Boy, this is about Joshua. How you felt like it was about you. Look at this nigga in my comments, y'all. This one I'm talking about how niggas be wanting this. This ain't even about him. I haven't talked to this man and I don't even know how long. Why he showed up on here acting like this was about him is insane when I literally just said it's about Joshua. I just said this. I mean, like literally just said that. So we got this morning, this man gets up talking about JJ and all of this. Now, what I did show him was this, right? And what you see here is what we were going to have our judges doing, right? So this is this. Of course, I chose to not have a debate league. Okay. But these the debater interrupted their opponent, the debater argument contradicted itself, the debater used a profanity, da 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 da. We got the point system here. So at the end of this, you really wouldn't know who you voted for. We would know because you sit your shit in each round or whatever, and we calculated it. You know what I'm saying? We added it up and then we do the score, and then you would know, right? I'm not saying people have to use that. I was saying that this was a way to at least know while things are going, what's going on, right? So he's talking about picking for JJ because he was super sued and all of this other shit. And I'm like, JJ, right? So here we have another judge who agreed with me about Cedric, but just didn't want to pick JJ because he's JJ and because of what it looked like to other people and what they thought other people would say, right? So what I'm saying here is that when I'm telling you that the reason I don't like the judgment is because I know if you even looked at the judges, no, I don't know if that person is judging anything now. right? So what I'm saying is that when you're rendering your judgment, if I can't tell that you even listened to the debate, if I can't tell that you even like understood what they were trying to say and just feel like they didn't support it, right? Because I 100% can accept that. I can accept you saying, "Hey, listen, your point was this, but nigga, where was the evidence? What did you do here? Who were you coming to debate?" Right? Or even say, "Hey, listen, you actually did bring points to back your shit up. However, the other person brought counterpoints that were very strong, and they just edged you out on this, right?" I can even deal with that. But just coming to a judgment and just saying the name, just coming to the judgment and saying, well, giving a generic, I mean, well, both of these people was good. Both of these people was this. So, I'm gonna just go with this person. Yeah, no, I don't. I have an issue with that, right? So, am I saying that the judges are biased? No. Am I saying that the judges are being told, what to do or how to do it? No. What I'm saying is that I would like to see a better judgment in which I know that you listened, you understood, and you disagreed. You listened, you understood, and you agreed over here. Or you really agreed with here, but these counterpoints really got you, and I'm sorry, but you just didn't edge this out. I want to see the why. Because if you never know what the judges are looking for, you never know what the judges are looking for. And yeah, they could give you a thing and say, this is what the judges are supposed to be looking for. This is a judging rubric that we never hear, right? This is a judging paper. This is a judging scorecard. They can give that to you. But when the judgment is always generic, you literally don't know what the judges are looking for. And so that's where I have the issue, right? So people want to feel like when you say that you didn't like the judging, that you're saying they're biased, that you're saying that they're against you, that they're saying you're anything else. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't like the way they judge. I don't like the way that they render their judgment. And the fact that I don't know that you actually listened and understood the debate to say, but that you didn't convince me. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, even with rubrics, though, like the judging, like even with like, say you have a rubric or you have any of that, the judging may not follow that, right? And I'm not saying that they would have to follow somebody's rubric to a T, but at least tell me, like, hey, look, what I'm saying? I chose because of this. I chose because of that. You know what I'm saying? I want to see that. And I know that DMG said that he would start putting the judges scorecards and stuff, posting them, like, when people want to know, so that people can see what the judges wanted, like posting them on the page, which would be cool. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? I guess you kind of gotta like request that, because who, what I'm saying, whatever. But it is what it is, right? But that doesn't mean that I have to do that, because I don't have to, the same thing. I don't have to debate there. I can debate anywhere, right? So my problem is that people feel like you can't say anything. You can't be like, I don't like how that goes. I really don't like the way they do this. Well, I don't really like this, that, and the other. It's got to be, oh, you're trying to say they bias. Oh, you're trying to say they're this. Oh, you just saying that because you don't like this person. No, I'm saying I don't like it because of X, Y, and Z. And until you can hear that I don't like it because of X, Y, and Z, and not because of the reasons that you made up in your head, then you'll never understand, right? And you will always have people saying, I don't like, I don't like, I don't like, I don't like, and you just dismiss it to bias, or dismiss it to somebody lost, or dismiss it to this. I've been saying it when I had the champion over there, and when Hemi was beating people's asses. I was saying I don't like the way that they judge because you never know what the judges are actually thinking. You just hear a name in a generic overview, not even any points given or anything else. So to me that reads that you don't know the judges. No, they don't do that. Although that might be a good thing to do, Ewok, or well, I'm sorry, little doctrine, ill doctrine. It might be a good thing to do that, right? To see a YouTube of judges voting and discussing the votes and reviewing the debate, the actual judges, but they want to hide their judges, which a lot of people did. Like this is not just one person, one place. Multiple people do that. But what I'm saying is I don't have to hear y'all talk about it. I don't have to care. Um why are you talking about a chat? Sean, could you leave my chat? Because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about and you're retarded. Like I'm really like questioning your intelligence at this moment. So so yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So even though that might be a good idea to see like the judges watching the or reviewing it and saying, hey, yeah, see this right here, this point he made, yeah, that was the point that I was da 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 da. That actually might be a good show. However, we've had issues where people have harassed judges, even in the judgment that I made. I made a judgment for JJ, and the um people they harassed me. Cedric was in my motherfucking inbox harassing me. He was harassing me all in different back chats. He was just harassing me constantly, right? Because I did not vote for him, even though I said why I did not vote for him, right? It didn't matter, right? So that's what I'm saying. Cedric 100% sucks. He definitely yeah, Cedric 100% sucks, period. Right? He sucks as a human being. He sucks as a debater. He sucks as a illiterate person because he doesn't read. He sucks, period. Right? But I didn't know any of this until after the debate. I didn't know that he sucked. I thought the way that they were referencing Cedric, right? I thought that, he would come to a debate with information, what I'm saying, knowing things, and all of that stuff, but that didn't matter. Yeah, he was. He was harassing me over a YouTube debate. And we can't just say that about him doing it, because JJ did it too. They both did it. They both harassed the judges. They both were in people's inboxes. They were both doing show. They were both doing everything. And to this day, Cedric harasses me every time, every chance he gets. But he will not be able to have a conversation with me. He can't do that because, we proved that he doesn't read, he doesn't do research. We proved this. I have millions of videos on that. Of course, all this is after the debate and after he tried to tell me I can't read because I didn't choose him. Because I didn't choose him. See, baby. Right? So I can't read. So then when I did read, I found out that he doesn't read. So there's that. But yeah, so that's the thing. So when I'm saying that Cedric sucks, he sucks as a debater because all he uses is Chat GPT. Chat GPT was used so badly. Courtney's name wasn't even spelled correctly on his on Cedric's slides. Because that AI, right? Yes, Chat GPT. So that was my thing. So can Chat GPT make people's debates for them? Of course it can. I feel like the integrity of your debate is shoddy, right? But of course it can make them for you. Um, However, I just want for the judges to say, like, hey, look, I understood your premise. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I understood your premise. You did not back that up. You didn't. You gave a lot of evidence towards this or towards that, but I feel like the counter evidence was better. I feel like this person proved their side better because of XYZ. And so, da 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 da. Right. So that's why I'm just saying I don't like the judges. I don't like the way that they judge and things of that nature. You can tell in some of the judgments they're biased. You can tell sometimes it's that. So that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. So that's that. I know we had the issue in another league with the judges taking too goddamn long. Why are we waiting for weeks for you to tell me what the fuck you saw 2 weeks ago? Right? What the fuck is the problem? Why is it taking so long? What are you doing? Are you researching? Are you trying to do the debate yourself? Right? What's the issue? So no, everything's not ever going to be perfect. Nobody is ever going to have perfect judgments, perfect rendering something that you can make everybody happy or anything like that. Of course not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that people should hearken unto me and do what I say either. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Because who the fuck am I? I'm just honey. But I still have an opinion and I can say it. Right? I can say I don't like that. I don't like the way they do that. I don't like how they judge. I don't like how they think even. I can say that. And I don't give a fuck. But I don't have to be mad to say it. I have to be observant to say it. And I'm telling you why I'm saying it. I'm saying it because of X and Y and Z. These people have voted for my people in the same way. I would like to know what the fuck you saw that was good, because even then, okay, you vote. Let's say you voted for Hemi. Yay, Hemi won. Hemi don't know why he won. Hemi don't know what he did good in the debate. He don't know what part of it was good. He don't know whether it was the supporting evidence. He don't know whether it was how he argued. He don't know whether it was his, just that he killed this person on the counter or the question round. He does not know shit about what the fuck was good about his debate. He does not know what he needs to do better in his debate, according to the judges. Because when you're debating for them to choose you. So we need to hear from them what it is that they're looking for. So we know that the judges over here looking for XYZ. We need to bring this. We need to da 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 da. Right? Well, the last time I edged out like this, but they said I needed to work on that. So I'm going to work on that for this next time. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that this is flawless. If we do not know that, you don't even know why you won. You don't know what part was your strong part and what was your weak part. Right? So then in the time that you lose, right? Because then Hemi lost, right? He suffered his first L. And guess what? He didn't know why he lost. He didn't know what he could have did better. That should be known. That should be given. You know what I'm saying? It should be given. Like, this is where you lost at. This is where you didn't come correct this time. This is where this person edged out over you this time. Right? That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that their judgment is wrong and that he lost, but why I think he lost and why the judges think he lost is two different things. And the reason I think he lost don't even matter because I'm not a fucking judge. Right? So I can tell you all ways how I think you should improve, how I think you should do this. But unless the judges are telling you where they think you did well and where they think you can improve, it really doesn't matter what I'm saying because I'm not a judge. Right? So that's why I'm saying I need more from these judges than the generic, oh, this person did good. Y'all did well. But I choose this person. I need more than that because I need to see what part of this was the turning point for you. What part of this was like, yeah, I kept looking for this and I never got it. Where was that? I need that part. Right? So I think I've said it enough. I hope that it gets through all the misogynist heads what I'm saying. Right? Of course, I'm sure it won't. Yes, in this statement, harassing over YouTube debate is crazy, but it's also why people need to not tell like who their judges are and everything else, even though they supposedly aren't in the back chat so they can't get harassed. But it is one of the reasons why, you know, because the one time that it was like, well, yeah, we can show the judges, that happened. Every judge got harassed. Each and every one of us got harassed by both parties in the debate. And that was crazy. And the crazy thing is that people talk shit about JJ. JJ don't still harass the judges. Cedric does. So yeah, let's talk about that. Craziness. Okay, y'all. Peace.
We the champions, trailblaze no missing. Speak facts, let the world stop and listen. Barbarian swing, every point hit the mark. Cut through the noise like flames in the dark. We the champions, ain't no retreat. Still sharp and steel, every word, every beat. On the mic or the stage, we control the game. Barbarian debate, yeah, they remember the name. Paint the battlefield vivid, every lyric's a stroke. Turn your whole team to ghosts when the truth is provoked. Bar for bar, I'm a titan, got the heavies in all. Lines heavy as Atlas, hold the world in my claws. I see life through the prism, talking dark in the light. From the dirt to the throne, every wrong made right. Barbarian minds, they got the truth in my veins. They talk heat, but they fire don't match my flame. Flip the map, global presence, I'm a legend in time. They clock out, I clock in, redefining the grind. Cutting lies like confetti, watch the fall of the sea. Barbarians hold the key, now they ain't safe in these streets. We the champions, trailblaze no missing. Speak facts, let the world stop and listen. Barbarian swing, every point hit the mark. Cut through the noise like flames in the dark. We the champions, ain't no retreat. Still sharp and steel, every word, every beat. On the mic or the stage, we control the game. Barbarian debate, yeah, they remember the name.
Correcting pseudos is fun, it's like righting the wrong. Honey, death toll is large from me collecting the pawns. We keep their heads on the wall and bring them back just for fun. Barbarians is lurking, but really what can be done? Meta AI is no match, you better read more than that. We redefining the game, and you lames is to blame. If you wanna play, set it up. We set the bar, you ain't tough. Step in the ring, oh you must. Don't waste our time with the fuss. I tip my hat cause you brave, and you the next one we claim. We toast to drink to your name, and then we spark up the flame. I don't care if it's one or two, no they back by the whole crew. Don't bother running, once we come in, we gonna collect you.
We the champions, trailblaze no missing. Speak facts, let the world stop and listen. Barbarian swing, every point hit the mark. Cut through the noise like flames in the dark. We the champions, ain't no retreat. Still sharp and steel, every word, every beat. On the mic or the stage, we control the game. Barbarian debate, yeah, they remember